In Hobbs, Arizona, your kindergartner wouldn't learn the Pledge of Allegiance, but your precious 5-year-old would be taught about sex. The Pledge of Allegiance, our national anthem, our Constitution, and the Declaration of Independence. I was shocked to learn that my opponent, Katie Hobbs, fought to keep these American cornerstones out of the classroom. Growing up in America, it was an absolute no-brainer for you and me to learn these things in school. Hobbs does not want that same education for our children. Katie Hobbs fought to keep these pillars of our great nation out of the classroom. You heard that right. As a legislator, Hobbs actually voted to block the Pledge of Allegiance, our national anthem, our Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and even the Mayflower Compact from being taught to the next generation of Americans right here in Arizona. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. At the same times that Hobbs tried to purge our founding documents and the Pledge of Allegiance out of the classroom, she sponsored legislation to introduce sex education to kindergartners. In Hobbs, Arizona, your kindergartner wouldn't learn the Pledge of Allegiance, but your precious 5-year-old would be taught about sex. What world is she living in? The America that you and I grew up in no longer exists thanks to radical politicians like Katie Hobbs. As a mother and as your governor, I pledge to you that Arizona's education system will teach our children that America, the land of the free and the home of the brave, is good. And we will leave it up to you to give the talk to your kiddos when and how you see fit. Nearly 250 years ago, 56 brave men signed their death warrant when they added their names to the Declaration of Independence. It is incumbent upon us to pass the promise of our forefathers on to the next generation of Americans. The promise of a nation free from totalitarianism, fascism, socialism, autocracy, and oppression. That promise is as alive today as it was in Philadelphia back in 1776. That promise is as alive today as it was at the Appomattox Courthouse in 1865. And that promise is as alive today as it was when America defeated the Nazis in 1945. That promise is only kept alive if we pass it along to our children, just as our parents passed it along to us. We are blessed to live in the greatest country in history, and as your governor, I will ensure that the next generation is taught why.